You still trying to figure out how to build your credit when you have no credit history? No problem. This is what I'm here for. What's going on, guys? It's Chris Robinson, and today I'm going to be explaining to you the 3 most effective ways to establish your credit when you have no credit history. So be sure to watch through the full video, take notes, and subscribe for future videos related to content like this. Alright, so although there are many ways to establish our credit when we have no credit history, however, today I want to focus on the 3 most effective and quickest ways to establish our credit history for those of us who are just turning 18 and want to get started on their credit future, or maybe some of those who have got a late start in their credit and still struggling to understand how to establish their credit history. And without further ado, let's get right into it. Alright, so number 1, authorized user or cosigner. So this is number 1 on my list because this is probably the most effective and quickest ways to establish your credit history when you're first starting out. So if you don't know what an authorized user is, an authorized user is an additional person added onto somebody else's credit card or credit account in which they piggyback the credit history of that individual's credit account. The other term you may have heard is a cosigner. This is when you and another individual join onto an account as joint users, right? You guys pretty much share the same credit history, so it could be kind of risky depending on the person you use or who you co-sign for, or if someone co-signs for you. In this case, most likely you guys will be looking for a co-signer. This is most commonly seen when it comes to auto loan. So number 2, credit builder loans, also known as a fresh start loan. This is one of those type of loans that's most commonly seen within smaller banks like a credit union or your local community bank. So what you do, you'll go into one of these banks, tell them you're trying to establish your credit history and you're looking for a credit builder loan. And what you'll do, you'll fill out an application because you'll need to show some form of proof of income in which on how you can pay this loan off, right? Once you get approved for your loan, you'll pay off this loan over time with this bank. However, it's not like a traditional loan in which you apply for a loan. When you get approved, they'll write you out a check. This isn't this case. This is a type of loan in which you'll pay off over time. And once you pay off this loan over time, establish your credit history, and once it's paid out in full, they will write you out a check for that complete loan. Alright, so the third and final most effective way is the secured credit card. Most of us have heard of a secured credit card before. However, if you never heard of a secured credit card, I do recommend that you do your research to figure out exactly what a secured credit card and how it can help you. I did make these in chronological order from the most effective down to this third one. The reason why I made this one third and last, because a lot of times these secured credit cards have a specific target market in which they target the individuals with bad credit. Meaning that if you have no established credit history, a lot of times you may not get approved, right? So, however, this is in areas in which your income has to shine, right? So if you do have some type of income, your length of work history or whatever the case may be, how much you make can play factors as far as receiving a secured credit card. And secured credit cards isn't always common at the major banks, but you can ask your local bank or any bank that you may have a debit card with to see if they have any secured credit cards. But like I said, do your research to figure out which credit card works best for you according to your approval odds and what you're looking for, right? A lot of times when you have these secured credit cards, there is a guaranteed fact you will have to make a deposit. Those deposits usually range anywhere from about $200 up to $3,000, in which you have to actually give deposit this money. And you pay, you use this credit card in the terms from anywhere from 18 months to 24 months. And after that 18 to 24 months is up, they send you back your money either in a check or deposit it to your balance if you have a balance on there, and you become a unsecured credit card user. Those are also benefits because at that point you can if you made a low deposit, then a lot of times you can request for a credit increase or anything like that, and you can utilize some of the benefits that you didn't have as a secured user in terms of a unsecured user. Also, one other thing that I didn't include into the list because it's not always the most effective, but this is for those of us who are in college, is taking out a small student loan. If you take out a small student loan, this could establish a credit history for you, but I do recommend not overdoing it. If you're already taking out student loans, then that will help you, but if you're one of those individuals who do not want to take out a student loan, Just taking out a very small loan can also boost or establish some type of credit history for you. And you can always pay that back very quickly if you're one of those individuals. But just keep that in mind if you're in college and you want to establish your credit history. Take out a small student loan. And there you have it. That's the 3 most effective and quickest ways to establish your credit history. Once again, don't forget to subscribe for more future videos related to developing our credit and boosting our credit scores. Also, if you ever need help boosting your credit scores, don't be afraid to visit my website at DIYcreditboost.com. And I see you guys in the next video.